Okay, so part 5. I don't really recall what I talked about in parts 1 through 4. So I did another iteration over the last few days, and I ended up replacing the board. So this was the original one, and the problem that I noticed or had was that the frequency kept drifting just all over the place. I mean, at first it'd have a negative frequency of 100 hertz, and then it jumped to 200 hertz, and then it jumped to 800, and then it'd go back, and did all kinds of craziness. And I really couldn't explain why, and I was just kind of tired of it. I had no idea of what the hell was going on, if the VCO was crap. I wasn't really sure. But I'll show you. You see some of those solder parts, especially right here. And remember, this is not... Oh, this is the one. Yeah, this is even the one I switched the crystal on. And even after reprogramming it and, reblanking the board and doing all this, letting it stabilize, it still drifted anywhere. But anyway, if you recall, this board, I had changed out some of the inductors in the VCO section. And I got the power output up to, 30 or something. I don't remember what it was, but... Anyway, so I was like, all right, fine. Let's do a, that might be a transmitter board or something. Just do more hacking. Anyway, so I made another iteration. I actually quickly learned, because this board this particular board I had modified about a year or two ago, and I had kept it for some damn reason. I don't know why. But anyway, as you see here from... you're going to see some different iterations. So this is the original, minus the VCO that I stole out of this board. That was the one I learned how to pull a VCO out. And then I tried these, and I was like, okay, fine. Let's take it a step further. And I changed all the coils out except that one, because that's about as low as that one's going to go. But all of these, I took little wire strips, and I made them, and I dropped them down about 1/10 of an inch-ish. And I even did the one here in the VCO section, in the PLL. And the stability has stabilized for what I could expect for a 29-year-old radio. I mean, the board is, oh, okay, this one's not 29. Whatever 96 is. 23. Anyhow, so this one has a much better stability. I'm very much more pleased with this. And the power output's a lot higher. So, I am much more pleased with that. Oh, as you see, it just keeps going up. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, that's because that thing's off. Anyway, let's try that again. Well, the power output's higher, and now that I did that, see? This is not a perfect process. Modifying anything is... It takes a lot of trial and error, and it definitely learned a lot about patience. So let's see what it does now. Okay, 0.93, 90, 89. And see, I don't know why it does that. That's what I need to figure out, is why does it bounce around all kinds of crazy afterwards. KB9LZ. Now, I did tweak the inductor in there, and so I might have over tweaked it. It's going to bounce around, stabilize, it's not going to be short. And maybe that's what the problem is because these radios are meant for the first 1 or 2, 3 seconds, and then after that you let go of it, 15-second cycles. Anyway, so I modified again, and you remember I only had 10 watts out. Now I have consistent 18, 17, 18, close enough. And so now the next step is to figure out how in the hell to get that thing to stabilize. And like I said, it could be a number of factors. It could be the fact it's a 29-year-old crystal. Crystals will age. I'm not going to buy any crystals. Before I buy a $60 crystal, I'm just going to go buy a ready-made radio. The hell with it. Maybe this is just something that needs to be accepted. I don't know. Maybe this was never done before. But anyway, that's what it is. Again, no modifications to the PA deck. And you see it just bounces around. And it just holds it and stays there. and KB9LZ. Maybe that'll be tolerable. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, that's that. I think now I've gone as far as I want. I'm going to sit here and see if I can't find a way to record to see what it does throughout the day. But in any event, it still only transmits at 902 and will not transmit at 927. In order to use an HT that's charging down there, that's what's going to need to happen. Anyway, so now you can see the process of this. You know, you got to change one thing, change another thing, change another thing. And God only knows what else you change in the process. And it definitely gives you a very good understanding of the engineering. Like, this is hundreds, if not thousands, of man-hours of engineering to get this piece of equipment right before Motorola will even think about manufacturing and putting their name on it. Because as much as I disagree with their business practices, they don't make junk. So, you know, this is lots, you know, these radios are the result of thousands of hours of redoing over and over and over again until they get it right to where the hysteresis or the amount of tolerances or where they get the tolerance levels down to something that's acceptable. Anyway, neat stuff, but I think I'm going to actually call it quits on this one. I've got other projects to work on. So, now you see it. I may put it into service, I don't know. Not sure I'm going to modify anymore, but time will tell.